This weekend is, I think it's kind of hard to put into words the feeling of us coming together this weekend. I know that it has been years in the making for us 9 mobs to come together, as we always once would have, and we are so much stronger together. We are family, and it's that love and that, sense of connection to each other that is going to make us strong, and you can just feel it here this weekend.
The foundation of which it is built on, our forebears, our ancestors, they're here with us, guiding us. That's why we're seeing so much connectedness between us all, because they know they've been whispering and talking and channeling what they want, what they've always known, and they're so proud and happy that we're able to reflect that.
The elders in each of our different groups, we sign our commitment to this project to continue, and we also start thinking about the next step forward, or where to from here.
This is not a journey that's just started recently. This has been a long, long journey for the Girringun groups and the people. And I just want to acknowledge that journey, how long it's been. This is another beginning in that journey. We've finished one part of the process, and tomorrow begins another process.
The first stage was to have the working group in place. Some of the early planning, with the support of Girringun, has been done by the working group. We've been meeting fairly regularly over the last year and a half or so to bring it to this point here now.
We'll be doing our Maja sign-off tonight, and that then sets us in motion.
The next step for us in terms of, damage that's been done throughout the period of colonisation, and then even after the fact as well to present day, looking at things like damage to country, damage to sea country, and also damage to our people and our language and storylines as well. So hopefully this will allow some sort of healing for our mob as well throughout the process.
There's been a number of claims that have been made by various traditional owner groups. There's some work being done around developing treaties, and I think the most recent would have been in South Australia. So there's been some progress made, some success that's related to what we're trying to achieve.
I think we want to be able to do what we want to do on country, to look after country, because we know what's best for country, whether it's through health, education, social or economic development, because we want to be self-determined. I know there's a word going around of nation building, but I believe our mob, we're already a nation. So it's basically rebuilding the nation again. So with that, will allow us to be able to build programs that help our mob.
I want to see us offering aged care facilities, renal facilities, birthing on country. I want to see education. I want to see economic management, development and delivery of our peoples, of our 9 groups, delivering those things, whatever it may be, but creating employment opportunities that actually drive a completely different narrative of how the broader community understands Aboriginal people.
We all understand the the history of disadvantage and how that's come about. And rather than sit down and moan about it or complain about it or get angry about it, what we want to do is to all sit down together and actually acknowledge it as part of a truth-telling process, so that we deal with the facts, the reality of where we are and why we're here, and what can be done then to overcome the setbacks and the disadvantages that our people have suffered.
For me, I just feel that it is such a responsibility to honour that legacy of our ancestors and to seek justice for the struggles that they had to live that meant that we could be here today.
You know, we'll close the gap, not by another bloody government meeting, but by delivering what we know, what we want. It's Aboriginal-led decision-making.
It's going to be a long journey ahead, so we just got to stick it out and keep reminding each other of why we did this, you know. So I think just reminding each other of why we're here, why we're doing this process, and then giving the mob an update as well of where the process is at.
You know, everybody talks about a level playing field. Yes, we want to see that achieved. Education, housing, employment opportunities, all of the things, all of the real challenges that face our people right now.